Each year, members of the Ypsilanti community nominate writers of all ages and all genres to become honored writers of Ypsilanti for YpsiWrites. We're so excited today to introduce you to the 8 writers of 2021. These are published and unpublished writers who represent their community so beautifully because they are writers, because they care about writing, and because they care about the community. Congratulations to these 2021 writers of Ypsilanti.
I write a lot for work, whether that's a project proposal or if it's just like an email or a mind map or things like that. I do a lot of writing, I think creatively at work.
Right now, I am writing every week. I put out a full length, around 1,000 words or more feature and a shorter, more timely news story related to Ypsilanti or Ypsi Township every week with my job as project manager for On the Ground Ypsilanti. And then, like I said, for fun on the side, I journal and I do book reviews.
My writing usually includes like academic writing for school, and I've been actually able to partake in grant writing for the Ypsilanti District Library to help fund our teen subscription pack project.
Right now I'm working on a Facebook page called YpsiWrites. Frankie Coney writes a lot, and I'm trying to fill that with poetry right now.
I do a lot of hard drama, also in comedy, in theater, but when I'm writing like literature and stuff, I will veer more towards true fantasy.
There's a clubhouse called Fresh Start Clubhouse, and they have a weekly newsletter called Fresh Prince that I write for.
I was interested in writing for children because I had children, and I read a lot of books to them, and I didn't always find the books with the stories that excited me. And I would often have to embellish the stories that I read and then make up stories. And I also started wanting to share stories about my childhood, and those translated well into children's stories.
It doesn't really matter if you're writing. I write because I write. As long as you're doing something to keep your mind active and critical.
You just got to write. Like, you just have to do it, and then you're a writer, because at the core of that word is writing, and that's who a writer is someone who writes. So whatever that looks like for you or anybody, that makes you a writer. It doesn't really matter what it is or how long you do it or anything like that. What makes you a writer is that you write.
I just enjoy writing because I really find it useful as a therapeutic tool, and I think it's something a lot of people could connect to if they wanted to. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be great, it just has to be on paper.
Writing is something that really encapsulates our memories, and it can help you like cope with everyday stresses and things like that. And I guess teenagers now, we don't do that much writing, and it's kind of looked at something that's dreaded upon. And I feel like writing can help us overcome a lot, whether it's like, even just like a couple words a day, or it's like a full-on like journal entry someone does every day.
I often say to people, sometimes you don't decide what you think and then write it down. Writing actually helps you figure out what you think by helping you sort of examine your thought process.
One of my last writing pieces I did was I was at the mall looking at a product, put my coffee down for a moment. Someone got it and picked up and started drinking from it. Like, okay, it's yours, but thought this is odd, so let me write about it.
So I write for pleasure. I write to create something that gives me satisfaction, and that might include getting the story down or sharing exactly what happened during this adventure in Columbus, Ohio when I was younger. Then, of course, I go back and revise to make sure it has a really good beginning, middle, and end, and make sure it's really satisfying. And putting all those pieces together, again, gives me great pleasure. It's really wonderful to find the right, the right word, to go in the sentence, the right sentence to go in the paragraph, the right paragraph to go on the page. And that's very, very satisfying.